Over time, weld caps will become worn and misshapen. As this happens, the contact area of the tips will enlarge from the normal 4 to 6 millimeter contact area to as much as a 12 millimeter. When the tips become that large, it requires excess current to be pushed through the welder to maintain the same quality of weld and weld penetration. Doing this puts undue strain on your welder and can cause premature failure. The other problem is that it produces a less quality weld. When it's time to change weld caps, use a pair of locking pliers. We're going to grab the electrode with one pair, use a second pair to remove the cap from the electrode. Pull apart in a twisting motion to remove the cap. Used caps should be discarded. I recommend that you change caps on both sides of the arm when you're changing. To put new caps on, we're going to simply place the new cap over the shank, make sure that it's straight, and then we're going to press a weld together. Once electrode caps have been changed, it is important to ensure that you have proper alignment of your electrodes. By pulling the trigger for a second, you can pull the electrode forward to check the alignment. On this machine, we need to move the electrode to the left. There are 3 alignment screws located around the nose cone. One here, one underneath, and one on the other side. By adjusting all 3 of these screws, we can change the position of the electrode. If you're unable to make proper alignment by using the adjusted screws, then the electrode shank will need to be changed. Just like when removing caps, we're going to use a pair of locking pliers to grab onto the electrode. Take your other hand and hold the back of the electrode shaft, and just like before, we're going to give it a twist to remove the electrode. Once the old electrode is removed, we're going to discard it. To replace the electrode shanks, take a new shank, load it into the main shaft of the gun, and then place a new cap on the shank. Just like when replacing only the cap before, we're going to squeeze one weld together to press fit all the parts together. After changing the caps and ensuring proper alignment, we can perform a much more quality and safe weld than we did with the worn caps earlier. You can see we have a lot less expulsion. We also have a much cleaner, finished looking weld without extra material left over like we did from the worn caps.